Hey Nexus crew, welcome back to another video. I am pretty fucking pissed at Genshin right now. It's not because of anything they did wrong, it's because of something they didn't do to the best of their ability. I don't know if you've noticed, but since Fontaine's Archon quest, whenever we get these patches after the Archon quest is concluded and we're done, they feel very much like filler patches. And that's what a lot of people have referred to them as because of the fact that there's not a lot that happens. We get like maybe a new character and maybe a cool story to go along with it, but no really insane things happen during the patch. Yes, we are getting later this patch. We are getting that really cool weapon skin for every catalyst in the game. But, I mean, come on, Genshin. Like, don't get me wrong. I absolutely enjoyed the shit out of Varka's story quest. That was really wholesome. It was really well done. I'll leave it linked in the description if you want to go check it out. But other than his story quest and Varka coming out, we have no new characters the next patch, which kind of, or not next patch, but this current patch, we have Varka and Flynn's on the banner. And then we have, I can't remember who else on phase 2. Either put it like a picture or right here as like text. But that's about it. And then we have events that are just like always there. There's no issue. No new area. Like Genshin. Seriously, Dormant Port would have been the perfect thing to add with Varka's update. And they didn't do it. They literally said, here's a new update minus Dormant Port. And it makes zero sense considering we know for a fact that Varka is connected to Dormant Port. So it's like, why would you not give it to us? It makes absolutely no sense that they did not include Dormant Port in this update. And there's a couple of other things that I feel like if they did add would have made this update a lot better. But I've seen a lot of reactions to the special program before version 6.4 came out, and a lot of people are like, really? Really, Genshin? Like, I know I was one of those people that they finished the special program and I was like, no Dormant Port. Seriously? That's literally the last remaining puzzle piece until Snezhnaya gets released, which I don't know why they didn't do it. Maybe they might within the next couple updates, but they really dropped the ball on that. Like I said, yes, we're getting events, but really to sum up 6.4, you can basically say it was Varka's story quest, yay, Varka's out, end of update. There's really no other way to explain how much of the fact that this update is lacking. Like, again, the story quest was incredible. Getting to test out Varka was cool. One of the worst things they could have added to this update by far was fucking voice chat in Milliaster Wonderland. I saw Doro's short when he tried it out, and it literally was a kid saying, I'm 13. It's like, oh, he literally was like, I'm 13, how old are you? And Doro's like, no, and just immediately quit right out of Genshin. I think it's one of the dumbest things they've ever added to Milliaster Wonderland. If that shit gets added to Genshin, like into the actual game, people can join your chat or like join your game and be able to talk to you. Oh, and you already know, like a bunch of people have already commented about, you already know that people are gonna be like, can I have Primos? Can I have Vulcan Moon? And it's like, no, I don't understand why Genshin thought it was a good idea to add voice chat to Millie Astro Wonderland. I think it's a funny idea. I don't think realistically it was a good idea. But it's really such a shame, this update. I'm not impressed. They'll really have to do a good job for 6.5 to see people be more engaged with it. Shit, I know people who are literally more engaged with Withering Waves, Arknights Enfield. There's barely any content to do in Genshin right now that I see other streamers going to play, like Poppy Playtime, Reanimal, and like other games, because there's not enough content available in Genshin. I mean, yes, if you're just starting out, there's plenty of content available, but if you're at the point like I am, where I played through everything, the most I can do in Genshin right now is dailies and farming for the To Temper Thy Flame in order to get my consolation for my character, but that's about it. Genshin really gave us a very lackluster update here. I know a bunch of people are probably going to come at me in the comments, but I don't care. Bring your hate, bring your criticism, but I will say this is by far one of the worst updates of the Nodcry patch. And that's just what I think, because like I said, Barca, story quests, we're getting I mean, yes, technically you could say that the fight against Boreas is going to be really cool. However, you have to use your own Varka. So if you don't have Varka, can't do the fight. And you also have to beat it in order to get the weapon skins. So to me, it's one of those things where it's like, I'll probably do it later when I pull Varka, but it just, I mean, realistically, I'd rather go play Arknights Enfield. Like, the story immersion with it is really good. The combat mechanic is really well done. The only thing that's a little bit dodgy is the gacha. But shit, between Genshin and Duet Night Abyss, I'd probably go with Duet Night Abyss right now, because Genshin is just, like, realistically, the only things that I have to do right now, considering I finished the story quest, I've already tested out Barca. I'm not going to get Barca, I already know that. I pulled Columbina, so not going to be able to get him. But my maps are 100% editor if you want to just throw those up real quick. And it just very much feels as though they thought about the update and were like, maybe we should add Dorman Port. Nah, people don't want that, and then just toss the idea away. Yeah, I'm not happy. Honestly, I kind of was hoping that because the whole idea behind doing the Varka update was, ooh, Dorman Port is finally going to come out, our last remaining piece, which is basically like, yeah, Snezhnaya is directly north of that. And Snezhnaya is going to be huge. Like, because it connects onto where Nodcry is. So Snezhnaya is probably going to, like, bring us all the way around. But, yeah. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. That would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you enjoyed rants like this. And I'll catch you guys later. See you later, TRNXS CREW. Bye.